Today we are going to take a look at Floor War, Vampires versus Unicorns, um, created by Yum Factory. First thing that jumps out is the artwork of the vampires here. This is one of our vampires. He is a dapper looking fellow with some great facial hair. Um, I've always been a fan of vampires. I know a lot of people think that they've been, oversaturated in, recent movies and stories and whatnot, but I mean, all the way back to, you know, Nosferatu and Dracula, portrayed by Bela Lugosi, all the way up to, the modern day Blade movies and some graphic novels like 30 Days of Night. I've always been really fascinated with the different portrayals of vampires that we've seen. And so this game really caught my eye. Vampires versus Unicorns. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. There's another dapper looking vampire with more great facial hair. They're on the rule book. Alright. And here we have the tiles. These are the floor tiles for the game. There's 7 unicorns and 7 vampires. So let's take a look at these. Alright. Here we have the unicorn tiles. There's their castle, the unicorn spa, another unicorn spa, and the rainbow guardian. We've got a couple of different rainbow guardian tiles. Now the vampires. Let's see, here's the vampire castle. Got a couple different graveyards and henchmen. I guess these are the guys that work for vampires and vampires themselves. Then we've got a couple decks of cards here. One deck of cards for the vampires and another for the unicorns. I have looked through the rule book a little bit, and what I've seen is that each player, one player will take on the role of the vampires and another will take on the role of the unicorns. They will set the tiles down in front of them, laying them out like so, not overlapping. And players will take turns throwing cards from their deck onto the opposing player's floor tiles. If you can get cards to land on the floor tiles, that will eliminate the tiles in the front row. If they land on any of the cards in the second row, that will flip them over. See, we've got another couple of vampires here. I think this guy's my favorite, the Undertaker with the spider on his head. And then each of the castles have a damaged artwork on the back. But yeah, you will actually physically throw the cards across the play area. It says it recommends 4 feet in between each player's tiles. And the cards have some different effects. The vampires, thematically, all have to do with, returning from the dead. Well, here's the basic vampire attack card that you'll throw. But then the special abilities have to do with returning from the dead. Let's see. If you land and affect the tile, attack again. Raise the dead. Throw this card and up to 3 dead cards from the ground. So vampires have to do with just, if they're successful, you can maybe throw another one, and you're going to be picking cards up off the ground from the quote-unquote graveyard to throw more. The unicorns, however, they don't have anything to do with bringing cards back from the dead. They are just happy to play together. Here we have just a basic unicorn attack, and then some of the special cards is a 2 unicorn attack, which is throw this card and the next card at the same time. And then we have my favorite, the unicorn Stampede. Throw this card plus the next 2 cards at the same time. So the unicorns are all about throwing multiple cards at once. The vampires are more about throwing 1 card at a time, and you're picking cards up off the ground, rethrowing them. And I really want to point out that all the artwork, despite how much it contrasts some of these vampires and unicorns, like how different they look, this is all the same artist's work. That's really the thing that drew me the most to this game. As soon as I saw this game posted, I really wanted to try it out just because of the stark contrast in artwork. I think it'll be fun to play with any age group. I'm excited to play this with the kids. See them throw some of the cards and see them get excited about the unicorns and vampires and see which side they kind of gravitate towards. I could also see, playing this with a couple of friends and, being able to make some jokes at how poorly we throw playing cards across the room. So yeah, this is Floor War: Vampires vs. Unicorns from Yum Factory. And I'm really excited to give this game a try. I was really drawn to the artwork, and after I give it a go, I'll write up a review, maybe even take a video of some of us playing the game and let you guys know how it is. So again, Vampires vs. Unicorns from Yum Factory here on Gaming with Sidekicks.